Hello, welcome back. This video is going to showcase Maids DTF build, aka Maids down to Acari. Become the ultimate team player with all of your damage debuffs on Heatwave and Thermal Bomb, as well as pumping out a ton of your own damage with Overheat. This is a maximum Anomaly power build, going to utilize the 3-piece set bonus for the Acari set. This is going to give us 50% bonus Anomaly power for every enemy hit with Heatwave. The Anomaly power bonus stacks up a lot. I know that this build is capable of getting over 600,000 Anomaly power. It is incredibly fun to play. I love this build. Let's cover the class tree and skills, pros and cons of this build, the modifications and gear you need to make this build sing. For the skills of this build, we are going to be running double Heatwave, Overheat, and double Thermal Bomb. I fucking missed Thermal Bomb so much. That is my favorite sound in the game. It is music to my ears. For the class tree, we are going to be primarily spec'd into the Tempest tree on the bottom, confirming the point into the capstone of the tree to make our damage very high on our explosive abilities. In this tree, you have some wiggle room. You can choose to do what I did, which is put some points into the middle tree in the max health nodes. I do strongly recommend that you go for the cooldown buff for your Ignite skills, which will impact Heatwave and allow you to spam the move even quicker. You can replace one of those max health nodes with a plus skill damage node on marked enemies. The way this works is essentially we're going to spam our skills in this order: Heatwave, Heatwave, Thermal Bomb, Overheat, Heatwave, rinse and repeat. The goal here is to set up everybody and inflict as much damage buffing with your Heatwave and your Thermal Bombs as possible, and then confirming massive damage with your Overheat ability. When our skills are on cooldown, we want to make sure we are just holding down the trigger with some sort of weapon with a tier 3 burning bullets mod on it. This is going to inflict fire on all of your foes so that when your incredibly fast cooldown on your Overheat comes back, you have built-in damage when you cast that Overheat ability. Go over the pros and cons of this build. First of all, it is insanely fun to play. I do not want to change my build at all. I am loving this. In my opinion, this is how the Pyromancer was meant to be played. This is the build I wanted to work on as soon as the game came out, and only didn't do it because I struggled just savagely to find the gear required to make it pop. This build is pretty tanky. You're going to utilize your skill leech to steal health back all the time. You have incredibly fast cooldowns. I don't even have my gear completely optimized and my cooldowns are sick. This allows you to basically be able to steal health at any point in time with your skill leech. If you can successfully detonate adds onto elites with your Thermal Bomb ability, elites just melt. Biggest pro of this build is for team play because of your 2 bonus damage buffs. Heatwave is going to grant a 25% damage bonus to anybody hit with it, and Thermal Bomb is going to grant a 40% damage buff to anybody that gets hit with that. Big buffs, really helpful for your teammates. Makes your Devastator teammates very useful. Sorry to my Devastator apologists. This build is not without its flaws. Some of the cons are if there are no adds to detonate with Thermal Bomb onto elites, the single target damage can be pretty mediocre at best. Unfortunately, because you need the set bonus, you're trapped with running the hat, the chest, and the pants for the Acari set. This is because the gloves and the boots give max health, which is a complete waste of 2+ Anomaly power slots. I also think that the Anomaly Echo mod on your pants is trash, and that's really unfortunate that I feel I have to run that because I need another mod in the second slot. And the biggest weakness of this build is that you are absolutely gonna get fucked on by birds if you're playing by yourself. My god, the only move you have is Thermal Bomb. It's pretty hard to lock onto those guys. It doesn't do a lot of damage without the detonation, and Overheat, so you just have to be praying at the mercy of your ability to hit shots with your gun, set them on fire, and then Overheat. It's a very painful experience. For the weapons, we want to make sure we are running anything that we have a decent sized mag and ultimate burning bullets. We need this. Our gun power is just pathetic on this build. We're not focused on shooting. The goal with our weaponry is going to be hold down the trigger and set as many enemies as possible on fire in order to confirm Overheat damage. This is going to not only give us damage but buff our Anomaly power for all of our other abilities. Because of the Phoenix Force mod, which is a tier 1 mod which grants a big bonus to Anomaly power for every status consumed by Overheat. This is very helpful for setting up more Anomaly power, more damage on all of your other abilities. I'd recommend recommend combining your burning bullets on a gun that has a high single target damage mod already on there. Some of my favorites are Shadow Comet, Sandstorm. There are plenty of other viable options here. You just got to go with whichever high damage mod you prefer. I would recommend for your weapon to have skills life leech on it. It's just a nice bonus to make sure you have even more skills life leech to heal yourself. High roller, this is completely irrelevant, but it does give you the most swag that you could possibly have on your back. It does not it does not impact this build in any way. It literally does nothing but look cool as shit. Adding the burnt out mod for heat wave, which is another damage debuff, getting another charge of thermal bomb, and we need to make sure we get another charge of heat wave, double thermal bomb with a nice overheat on a blazing fast cooldown due to the detonator tier 3 mod. We need to make sure we have bullet kindling, definitely running double fun, which is going to give us the opportunity to hit 4 enemies with both of our thermal bomb charges. This makes for a lot of explosions. We run Phoenix Force, making sure we get more bonus anomaly power for every status we consume with overheat. My personal opinion is that this build will benefit most from anomaly power, cooldown reduction, and skills life leech. Unfortunately, I haven't had the luck with the purples to round out my boots and gloves. This build is incredibly fun to play. I can't say that enough. I enjoy it with solo play. I enjoy it even more with team play. It makes your friends who might be trash and playing devastators feel relevant, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you enjoyed this video, which I'm assuming you did because you made it to the end, or you were AFK the entire time and you just now came back, then if that's the case, welcome, and feel free, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a sub. All these things help the channel. Until next time, we out.